Hello. So the Tinkerbell bracelet here, a lot of people that I saw the feedback on Pandora's website complain about how Tinkerbell isn't very obvious, and it's not. She looked like a little blob, okay, to be frank. Now, why did I buy it? Because I wanted a neutral clasp which is decorative enough with that Pandora on it that I can use with any theme charms. I don't want to be restricted to just Peter Pan or Tinkerbell or Disney. So I want to be able to use, for example, like not necessarily this one, but the what is essentially a Mickey Mouse head, but from afar it just looked like a really nice smooth ball with little sparkle on it. And so I could put any theme, any type of story in this bracelet without clashing with that. So if Tinkerbell is prominent, then it'll be awkward to have Tinkerbell here and then Star Wars there. Do you know what I mean? Right, so look at that. It's basically an open work model with lots of cubic zirconia, bits of stars. It's very busy, very, very busy. Not usually my aesthetic, not usually my style, but because I have an idea of stacking, I think this will work well. So you imagine this like so, with that, with a bit of this. It aesthetically overall it works because that looks neutral enough for me. So let's take a closer look whether this is for you or not, or whether the likes of the Cinderella carriage might be more appropriate for you, because a Cinderella carriage is like looking like a pumpkin carriage. It's pretty clear that that's Cinderella's carriage. For me, it's not quite my style because it's very obvious, it's very apparent that it's a little carriage, and if it had been designed differently perhaps, but then I don't want to have to then go into a whole Cinderella themed bracelet either. So there's that as well for me. So if you take a look, opens up like so. Again, pardon my skin, my hand's pretty rough. Don't have the time nor the mental energy to do beauty routine at the moment. Hopefully one day soon I can do that again. So it opens up like this, but it has this crisscross line that sort of interestingly makes it look like it, almost as if I wondered whether the opening was going to be like this, you know. Well, in fact it's actually like this. So as you can see, it's very difficult to see Tinkerbell. You can't see her face. Could it be done with a lot more details? Potentially. Why don't they? I don't know. Perhaps this bracelet is already quite expensive at $170, I think. I basically returned a charm and I added $70 to grab this, and I did contemplate on waiting until the deal, but then I'm thinking, you know what, this is pretty new. It's not likely to be part of a deal. If it's sold out, will I be upset? Probably not, but you know, I returned 2 necklaces and 2 charms, so I thought, that's all right. I'll grab this at full price. So it's very intricate. There is a hint of Tinkerbell there, but I don't believe it's detailed enough for some people, and you can see why. Once again, if you're like me and you're using this to if you want a clasp that can look neutral enough so that you could wear it with other charms that's not necessarily Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, or Disney oriented, then I think this is a good candidate, because it is basically one of those soft chain, snake chain bracelet with this decorative. From afar you see this sparkle and there's enough going on there to be decorative, but neutral enough because Tinkerbell isn't that obvious for you to be able to wear this with any other themed charms. So right now I have Oswald hanging out in the 2021 special gift star bracelet that I bought secondhand with Mickey Mouse hugging a big, didn't realize there's a heart until later, faceted red heart. This is just empty, there's nothing there. And adding to that is this, which makes it a really nice layered look. Simple, with enough excitement in the, I don't know whether that's Murano, don't quote me on it, but that big red stone with a Mickey just sort of holding on tight. I think they have the big red stone, oh let me do this off camera. I think they have the big red stone with the Mickey. I don't like it as much. I think there's one with the dragon from, what is it, from Mulan, I think. Yeah, I don't know about that either, but I really like this Mickey. Ooh, it is pretty sharp, so when you push the clasp, it's a little bit sharp there because it's a lot of stuff going on there, and this little cubic zirconia is set, so those are quite sharp. So let me zoom out. Okay, I'll see you later, bye.